Hello everyone, I'm Anthony Couch and welcome again to another video. Today we are looking at how to make your guitar squeal. Here we go. Are you a guitar player? Do you want to get better at playing guitar? If so, then subscribe to my channel where you will find loads of videos a little bit like this one, apart from the ones which aren't. Squeals. Making your guitar squeal. What do I mean? Well, squeals, it's like a bit of a slang term for pinch harmonics. And you might have heard this technique used in heavy rock, heavy metal, any kind of music where the aim is to grab you by the scruff of the neck and make some noise at you. It's a very attention-grabbing technique.
Look at me!
And it's all to do with this little trick of the plectrum. Now a quick word, if you are attempting to do this on an acoustic guitar or on an electric guitar on a clean setting, you're going to find it a lot more difficult. This technique is made much easier on an electric guitar with loads and loads of distortion. And when I say loads and loads, I mean loads and loads of distortion. But before we get on to that, I'm going to assume that you know all about natural harmonics. It doesn't matter if you don't, because we can have a very quick look at it now. So across the neck, at various points on the neck, if you press down on certain frets, very lightly, not fretting the note, and you must be directly over the fret. If you press down very, very gently and play a note at various, places on the neck, you will get a very high register, whistly kind of tone. So I'll give you a very quick demonstration on frets 5, 7 and 12 on the B string, and you can have a listen how it sounds. And knowing the natural harmonics and how to play them is really important, I think, when it comes to learning how to do squeals or pinch harmonics. Because I've been playing guitar for a long time and I've been teaching for a long time, and one thing that often gets overlooked when it comes to someone telling you how to do pinch harmonics is the fact that it matters where this picking hand is. But what this video is about is a step-by-step approach to playing pinch harmonics. So step numero uno, which is Italian for number 1. Find fret 12. Practice doing natural harmonics on it first to find the right spot. So you want to be directly over the fret wire, not in the fret itself, but on the fret wire. Lightly place finger 1 over the fret wire. So we are pressing very gently down, almost not pressing, but definitely touching it. And then you strike the string with your plectrum as you would normally. And to get it to ring out even more, you immediately take this finger away. Like that. And that is all there is to step 1. The next step is a bit trickier because we are going to try and do what we've just done with one hand. And there are 2 ways we could do this. We can pick the string all the way over here on the neck, but we can also make sure that we're pressing down on fret 12 with our index finger. It's going to get the job done. We're not quite at squeals or pinch harmonics yet, but this is a good step to try because it's going to get you used to doing it with one hand and still achieving the same sound. Once you feel confident and comfortable doing that, try it on frets 5 and 7. And you might see me muting the strings there, that's just because it would be very noisy if I didn't. And now we're going to do the next step, which is going to make things a lot closer to pinch harmonics. And what we're going to do is we're going to achieve the same result, but by using the side of our thumb. Not going to be using finger 1 anymore. So what you need to do is you need to, if you think of this as this guitar neck is the string, and this hand is my plectrum. You might be used to picking directly like this with your plectrum, so parallel to the plectrum, to the string, parallel to the string. We're going to tilt it down towards the floor like this. So we attack the string like this. from an angle. And also have the tiniest amount of plectrum poking out between your fingers. The tiniest amount. And what's going to happen if you have that tiny amount is your thumb is going to touch the string as well. So at this point we've got a tilty plectrum and our thumb in contact with the string at the same time. And again, I'm muting the strings here because I know I've got loads of distortion, as you should have. So when I strike the string, I'm getting the same harmonic because something's touching the string. It isn't this hand, and it isn't this index finger, it's the thumb. The thumb itself that's holding the plectrum is, you know, getting that harmonic. This step can take quite a long time to perfect, so don't get too disheartened if it doesn't happen straight away.
It's not working.
But, you know, a bit of practice and you'll get it pretty much every time. Frets 7 and 5. So we're getting closer to what we need to be doing. What we're going to do now is we're going to fret a note, and I'm just going to pick one at random. Any one will do for you, but if you're watching this video and you've got your guitar on your lap, then match what I'm doing. I'm on fret 7 of the G string, in other words a D. I'm playing a D note, and I just fret that as normal. You coordinate this so that your left hand is just playing normal. It's your right hand that does all the special stuff. And we are going to take that tilted plectrum, very close, tight grip, hardly any plectrum poking out. We're going to put it diagonal on the string, diagonally, and we're going to strike the string. Now, one of two things might have just happened when you tried that. Either you got this sound, which is the sound we're after, or you got this sound. Now don't panic, because this doesn't necessarily mean that you're doing the technique wrong. And this is where I go back to this idea that I think often gets overlooked when teaching pinch harmonics. And it's a thing that no one ever talks about. This idea that it matters where on the string your right hand is. In fact, not only does it matter, but you get different pinch harmonics. Let's take this string for instance. If I play it all the way up the string, picking, you know, a bit of alternate picking, you can hear all the different harmonics up the string. You get all these subtle changes in the pitch. And the same applies for pinch harmonics. So if you got a good tone, if you got that pinch harmonic and everything's good and you're happy, or if you got that kind of scratchy sound where there was no pinch harmonic and you are unhappy, then try moving your hand up and down the string, but applying that same diagonal technique. Now, I can't stress enough how important it is to experiment with where your hand is, because you'll get different results depending on where your hand is. And then just a little quick note, if you're playing pinch harmonics along one string, and then you move up 2 frets, and you want more pinch harmonics, don't pick in the same place. You've got to move this up accordingly, and you'll get the pinch harmonic that you were after. So if your phrase is this, and you want it to be all pinch harmonic, if you don't move this hand, you'll get not very decent. If you move this hand, you get harmonics all around. Pinch harmonics, they are quite hit and miss, because in the middle of a solo, you know, you can't really be thinking too much about where your hand is. Muscle memory will kick in after a certain point, but even then, I miss them sometimes. Anyone misses them sometimes. The best guitarist in the world will sometimes miss a pinch harmonic. It's not the end of the world. Because the worst case scenario is that you just play the note normally without the pinch, in which case it just sounds okay, rather than, you know, really in your face. So you're playing it and you're getting really confident with those squeals. There's only one thing now to be added, and that is a little bit of vibrato. And vibrato is gonna skyrocket these from sounding like crazy high-pitched notes in the middle of a line or a phrase that you're playing, and it's gonna take them to just sounding really insane, squealy, attention-grabbing. You can't really describe it. It's that very 80s, 90s shred, in-your-face, high-gain sound. So if you ever see anyone playing a pinch harmonic, chances are they're going to be putting loads of vibrato on, because it sustains the note better and it just makes it sound good. Now hopefully this video has helped you out in some way to achieving your pinch harmonics
Squeals.
If it has, then let me know in the comment section below, like this video, share it if you like, but definitely subscribe to my channel, where you will find loads and loads of other videos. I've been Anthony Couch. If you've got any questions or ideas for videos that you would like me to make, then let me know. Thanks very much for watching. Subscribe, like, comment, let us know, and nice now. Hello everyone out there in internet land. My name is Anthony Couch. Yes, I am Anthony Couch and you are watching my videos.
It's not working.